Hey, I'm Dr. K, or Dr. Kareem Samori, and I specialize in helping people just like you get completely out of shoulder pain. Whenever my patients come to see me on the first day, they tell me they have a bad shoulder or a bad body part. Truth of the matter is, you're not your diagnosis. You don't have to be in pain. In fact, the only reason you're experiencing this to begin with is because your brain is trying to communicate that there's something wrong that needs to be fixed. It's time you learn how to answer back. Typically, the plan is to heal a diagnosis or help you get out of pain, but in fact, it's so much more important to work on the posture inside your shoulder, because that's your real key to success. The way your upper arm bone ends up sitting on your shoulder blade, it determines whether or not your rotator cuff is under strain all day long or if it gets to relax. What I'd really love to convey to you is to properly screen your posture and shoulder before you worry about a diagnosis. Once you learn what hurts and why, then gradually build strength in those structures while progressing your exercise tolerance as you return to full activity. Plus, while you're at it and you're carving out all this time anyways, why not get a lean body result at the exact same time? So Bobak, where's it hurt?
Well, it's kind of like right here. I feel like a hunchback sometimes.
Well, you know, it's not surprising, but I'm sorry you're in pain. And the main factors here are, regardless of whether or not it's rotator cuff tendonitis or tear, biceps tendonitis or tear, or shoulder impingement, which makes you not kind of get that far when you're going to raise your arm, it really comes down to head on shoulder posture and then shoulder posture. You see, when we realign your head or we push you just slightly back so that your ear is more aligned over your shoulder, that's much healthier on your neck, which takes a lot of pressure off of the nerve signals to the muscles in your shoulder. The second thing is, when your shoulder's forward here, all of the muscles in the back of your arm end up getting overstretched and put a lot of tension right here on the front. This is where your rotator cuff tendons insert, and this is where the biceps tendon is. So that's a lot of the reason why you're in pain. Does that part make sense so far?
Yeah, completely.
So what we want to do is we want to actually just restore your shoulder back a little bit by training the postural muscles to keep you here, and ultimately it takes all the pressure off of the injured structures. We allow blood flow to come to the areas that have been injured, they get restored, they heal, and you end up feeling significantly better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is that something that I need to be mindful of?
It's not a matter of remembering. The posture that you train in is the posture you stay in. So you'll slouch 100 times a day and you could reset, but ultimately your body's still receiving the pressure 100 times.
Right.
If we train your muscles to hold you there in a better position, ultimately you're taking the pressure off throughout every day, and it's much more effective.
Wow, that's so simple.
Very simple.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the reason I wrote Shoulder Injury Guide is because I wanted to provide you with a specific example of a fully integrated exercise program that works on both your shoulder injury and getting lean at the exact same time. Living in pain is not an option. It's simply a sign that there's something terribly wrong going on in your body. Instead, fix the pain, heal, and feel better while restoring your belief system surrounding aging and having a bad shoulder. You don't have to be in pain, and you're not getting old. Invest in Shoulder Injury Guide because it's time to feel normal again and you no longer want to live in pain. Besides, if you get even half the results of my other clients, you won't be sorry. Go ahead and click Add to Cart below. Let's get you started right away.